When you wake up in the morning, a new day begins. But for many English learners, the first struggle is not getting out of bed. It's finding the right words to describe simple, everyday actions. And that's exactly what we are going to change today. Because if you can describe your daily life in clear, natural English, you unlock the foundation of confident speaking. So let's start our Day 1 challenge together, slowly, calmly, and with simple language you can use immediately. Just imagine someone asks you, "What's your daily routine?" Most learners freeze, but you won't after today. You'll know what to say, how to say it, and how to sound natural. Now, picture this. Your morning begins. You open your eyes, stretch a little, maybe smile because a new day has started. In English, you can say, "I wake up around 7 a.m. I feel a bit sleepy, but I try to start my day with a positive mindset." Notice how natural it sounds? No complicated grammar, no difficult vocabulary. Just clear, everyday English. And from here, your routine continues. You get out of bed, you walk to the bathroom, you wash your face, you brush your teeth. These actions are simple, but describing them fluently builds your confidence. You can say, "I brush my teeth and wash my face to feel fresh." Easy, clear, natural. The secret is rhythm. Don't speak too fast. Let your sentences breathe. Let your ideas flow. Imagine you're telling a small, simple story about your morning. For example, "After that, I make my bed. It only takes a minute, but it makes my room look clean and organized." See how this creates a picture in the listener's mind. That's real communication. And that's how native speakers talk about daily life. Short sentences, simple actions, small details. Now, let's move to breakfast. Many learners simply say, "I eat breakfast." But that's too basic. You can add emotion, detail, and rhythm. Try this. "I usually make a light breakfast. Sometimes I have eggs. Sometimes I have toast. And sometimes I just drink tea. It depends on my mood." This feels real, personal, and natural. By the time you finish this challenge, your daily routine won't just be a list of actions, it will sound like real spoken English. After breakfast, your day moves forward. And this is where most learners get stuck, talking about actions that happen regularly, like going to work, studying, or running errands. But don't worry, we're going to make it simple, step by step. Think of your day as a story that anyone can understand if you speak clearly. For example, you can say, "I go to work at 9 a.m. every day," or "I study English for 1 hour every morning." Notice the words "every day" and "every morning." These small phrases are powerful because they show habits and routines, which are the backbone of natural English. Now, imagine your commute. You might walk, take a bus, or drive. Describe it naturally. "I take the bus to school. The bus is always crowded, but I listen to music while traveling." See how adding small details makes your English sound more real and fluent? The secret here is contrast. Instead of saying only, "I go to school," you add what it is like, what you feel, or what usually happens. This makes your sentences alive. You can even use small comparisons, like, "Sometimes the bus is fast, sometimes it is slow, but I always reach on time." This simple contrast makes your speech more interesting and more natural. Once you arrive at work or school, describe your actions in the present tense. For example, "I start my work at 9 a.m. I check my emails and reply to important messages. I write reports and attend meetings." Notice how short sentences make your English clearer and easier to follow? If you try to say everything in one long sentence, it will confuse your listener. Keep it simple. Small, strong sentences create confidence. Learners often forget that simple language is more powerful than long, complicated sentences. After work or study, you can describe your free time. For example, I go to the park in the evening. I walk, breathe fresh air, and watch people enjoying their day. Again, small details make your English natural. Even simple actions become interesting when you explain them clearly. You can also add feelings. I feel relaxed after walking. It helps me prepare for the next day. This shows emotions naturally in your English without using complicated words. Finally, contrast your daily routine with special events. For example, on weekdays, I work and study, but on weekends, I visit my friends and family. Contrast creates variety in your sentences and keeps the listener engaged. It shows that you are thinking in English, not just translating from your language. This is the skill we are building today, describing daily life naturally, fluently, and confidently. Now let's focus on actions happening right now, the present continuous tense, which makes your English sound alive and immediate. Most learners struggle with this because they either overthink grammar or translate word for word. But today, we will make it effortless. Imagine you are speaking directly to a friend. I am talking to you right now. You are watching this video. She is reading a book in the living room. See how natural it feels? You don't need complicated words, just the right structure and small details. Present continuous is also perfect for actions happening around this week or today. Contrast helps your English flow. Instead of saying, I study English, you can say, I am studying English this week because I want to improve my speaking. Suddenly, the same action feels more alive and purposeful. Notice the contrast, ongoing effort versus simple habit. This contrast is powerful because it shows your English brain thinking in the present moment. It shows confidence and natural fluency. Next, let's talk about temporary actions. These are things that happen for a short time but are important to describe. For example, I am living with my cousin for a few weeks. Or, she is working at a cafe this month. These sentences help you talk about situations that are not permanent. Most learners forget this nuance, but it makes your English sound realistic and flexible. Temporary actions create a sense of immediacy and connection, which is exactly what native speakers do. Changing situations are also easy to express in present continuous. Contrast the past and now. My English is improving every day. The weather is getting colder. The city is growing fast. These small observable changes make your English dynamic. You are not just listing habits, you're telling a story about life, progress, and movement. That is why contrast framing matters. By showing change over time, your sentences feel more natural, more interesting, and more engaging. Finally, near future plans are simple with present continuous. You can say, I am meeting my teacher tomorrow, or we are starting a new class next month. Notice how this small tense shift makes your English more precise and confident. Instead of saying, tomorrow I meet my teacher, which is grammatically awkward, the correct form makes your speech smooth and professional. By practicing these structures now, your English will sound more like a native speaker, and your confidence will grow naturally. These are the small, powerful habits that change beginners into fluent speakers. Next, let's explore the present perfect and present perfect continuous tenses. These tenses connect the past to the present, and mastering them makes your English sound experienced, confident, and natural. Many learners struggle because they think the past and present are separate, but fluent speakers know how to link them smoothly. For example, instead of saying, "I learned English last year," you can say, "I have learned many new words this year." Notice the difference. It shows your action matters now, not just in the past. This is the power of present perfect. Use present perfect for life experiences. You can say, "I have visited my city many times," or "She has tried new foods this month." The key is not focusing on the exact time, but on the experience itself. It makes your sentences flexible and more natural. Learners often make the mistake of including unnecessary dates or words. By keeping it simple and focusing on the result, your English becomes fluent and confident. Present perfect also works for recent actions with results you can see now. For example, "I have cleaned my room," or "She has finished her homework." These sentences show that something happened in the past, but the effect is still visible now. Contrast this with simple past. "I cleaned my room yesterday." Both are correct, but present perfect makes your English more immediate, more connected, and more alive. This is the kind of subtle difference that separates advanced learners from beginners. Finally, present perfect continuous emphasizes duration and effort. You can say, "I have been studying English for 2 hours," or "They have been practicing speaking all week." This shows ongoing effort and progress, which is exactly what fluent speakers want to communicate. You can also use it for repeated or temporary activities, like "She has been cooking since morning," or "We have been talking about grammar for a long time." These sentences sound natural and reflect real-life situations. They also show that your English can describe time, effort, and change in a clear, confident way. By practicing these tenses with your daily life, you are not just describing actions, you are telling your story in English. Start small: your morning, your commute, your meals, your study habits, your weekend plans. Then, gradually add present perfect and continuous forms to show experiences, ongoing actions, and results. Contrast, small details, and natural flow make your English sound smooth and confident. With consistent practice, you will notice a transformation. Speaking English will no longer feel stressful, slow, or robotic. You will speak clearly, naturally, and confidently every day. This is your first step to a new English life, and it starts now. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, the small sentences you say today build your fluency forever. Congratulations on completing day 1 of your challenge.